Hello YouTube, hello Facebook, hello the world overall. My name is Morgan James Does Games, and today I want to talk to you about Charlottesville. And more importantly, fuck you, Hunter! The movement whose underlying message is, yes, this is America, and we have the freedom of speech. But we will not stand for the freedom of hate speech. This is a very weird time in American history where the alt-right, aka KKK, neo-Nazis, and other hate groups have backed a president into the White House. What I want to focus on today is the absolute backlash against these groups. The very fact that they think this kind of thing is okay, and for the most part, we've got the right to a peaceful protest. So the planned rallies were all kinds of legal until James Alex Fields Jr., age 20 from Ohio, ran his silver Challenger into the crowd of protesters and killed Heather Heyer. You see, James as a kid, was super into Hitler. I'm talking at levels that would make a teen girl obsessed over the latest Tiger Beat cover boy creeped out. And that's a massive level right there. James had an obsessive passion for all things Nazi, Hitler, World War II, and was profoundly outspoken about his desire to join a group of alt-rights. The rally over in Charlottesville, Virginia, drew a crowd of over nearly 1,000, and for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to lump all these idiots into one acronym. So, alt-right, Nazis, KKK, Antifa, Vanguard groups. So, the Vigarka, or Vigarkins. And with more Vigarkins piling in. This had become less a peaceful protest of removing the General Lee statue and more a movement of starting violence. America, being the badass motherfucking country that we are, had counter-protests there, which unfortunately were also part of the Vigarkins, but, you know, more... Dear fucking God, every single fucking time, you fucking little asshole. But a different kind of protester. It's fucking weird. You'd have to, like, fucking just... yeah. Anyways. Which also meant, because of the counter-protesters, a shit ton of tension between the two groups. Think of it like a Jiffy Pop popcorn thing you cook on the oven. Only except instead of good popcorn, you're treated to violence, ignorance, idiocy, state of emergencies, and another Lee statue getting taken down somewhere else. So, you know, that whole rally was just fucking useless. Fuck, I forgot where I was. Hold on. Alright, found it. The very moment that James Alex Fields Jr. decided to do a hit and run was the moment that pretty much all hell broke loose. Much like a slow-mo guy's video of a water balloon breaking, which was fucking awesome to watch. You know, the whole water balloon just, the cover just kind of shattering and all that. Fucking awesome. But unlike the slow-mo guy's water balloon breaking, the Charlottesville riot, I guess, war, fight, now, Sharks versus Jets. The very first instance of that water balloon of hate, just fuck all logic broke, was the moment in which something that I think America needed it to happen. To show the utterly festering boil of shit levels of stress that we're going through. A while back, I was reading the Wall Street Journal, and I came across an article that stated that America was long overdue for a civil war. reshuffling of the deck, so to speak. And as much as I hate to admit this, Donald John Trump getting elected was the beginning of that reshuffle, with the reshuffle itself being the utter slow drip of chaos unleashed by his election, the appointments, the hearings, and everything. And you know what? No wonder Charlottesville happened. The Vigarkans even stated that they elected Donald John Trump to take back their country. Really, let's be honest here. It was the Native Americans' country first, and when we have the first Native American president, then we can truly say that America the Beautiful has come full circle. Getting back to the matter at hand, once that jiffy path of hate burst open and the contents begin to flow out, we'll begin and continue to see over the next few months a steady progression of this Call of Duty modern civil war, where the Vigarkans will organize, counter-protests will arrive, something will cause violence to break out, and the cycle repeats until, at long last, something breaks on one of two sides. Number one, the government being a part of a hate group or promoting hate speech in general through any means illegal. And while opponents of this who are a member of any group within the Vigarkan, which is the Vanguard, Antifa, neo-Nazis, any kind of hate group, and the KKK, will say that it violates their First Amendment rights. The government can and will rightfully say that due to the preceding events at Charlottesville, which kicked things off, let's call it an impotent civil war, that amendments were introduced and added to the Constitution of the United States of America that prevents any hate speech that would incite the idea of action of violence against any one group by another based on race, gender, religious beliefs, creed, orientation, or anything else. Or number two, the Vigarkans, though silenced by consistent loss, will simply fade away, and time will pass to the point where no one will really be thinking about the events of Charlottesville anymore. This would allow the Vigarkans to sneak in a political candidate of their own creation that would fully implement their agenda, thus cause yet another wave of these impotent civil wars. Or they could do the sneaky thing and repeal and replace various protections against various groups with slightly altered versions of those same protections and anti-discrimination laws that had them so riled up to begin with. In either case, the impotent civil wars would continue to the point where there'd be no choice but to cut the middle head off the Hydra and arrest the arresting of various members of the various Vigarkan groups, which, while creating a tizzy of controversy, violating one amendment or another, and bringing down some serious hammer of God type conversations about either people being for or against this action, and whether it would simply stop at the Vigarkan groups or extend to other groups that have for so long incited violence, like various gangs, extreme religious groups, or political groups or Facebook pages, pretty much anything really, operating within the borders of the United States, and more. This would also bring into question the effect this kind of thing would have been on society as a whole. Music, media, social platforms, gaming, art, the terms and phrases people would use, as well as, politics and entertainment. And more being brought to the table. It wouldn't so much be a complete turnabout as much as it would be a much needed facelift. This is only a theory, of course. Currently, though, it's important that people have these kinds of conversations. How seriously people would take them, of course, is a complete mystery, especially the youth who, for one reason or another, like to see how far they can push the boundaries before someone slaps their hand. The youth, of course, anyone 19 or below, that's what I'm considering the youth, would mean this kind of situation simply because it would irritate the elders. But through this action, fuck me, I forgot where I was going. But through this action and consequence, only improvement would be seen. Well, I agree that what James Alex Fields Jr. did was a fucking stupid thing to do. I've had to think on things before coming to the conclusion that whether we want to admit it or not, it was going to happen regardless of who actually did the actual harm. Donald John Trump's response time, proper response time, was either on purpose or accidental. The consequences being that his already abysmal approval rating is sinking yet again. The reason he's denying any knowledge of the KKK or Vagarkin group is because his father was a card-carrying member of the KKK, and he had been exposed to that for so very long. Now, as president, it's the only plausible way he can really get by is by denying his father's influencers. The very same ones that got him elected. Eventually, all people have to face their past, and with Charlottesville, soon to be former President Donald John Trump is going to have to face his. It's a rather unfortunate situation that we, as a species, as a whole, must seek change through violence, either literal or metaphorical. I mean, that's really just our evolutionary path. Or our evolutionary staircase, I guess. Anyways, so thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, I will see you like a beast in the next video. Peace! Questions or comments, put them in the comment section below.